Why do we need smart everything? Why?
We don't.
I feel like it's a marketing tactic. If you can put smart on something, then people will buy it because like, oh, I need that because it's smart. This is interesting. Amazon has released, I don't even know why you need this, but they have released a smart oven. And this review on wired.com, they gave it a 3 out of 10. And I think that deserves some sad music.
I read the whole thing. This guy wanted to give this thing a 1. Like, he did it because it's Amazon and he's afraid that he's going to end up dead on train tracks if he does.
Yeah, and you know what? He still might for giving it a 3 out of 10, right? So
this guy did not like this.
So this smart oven, right? The smart part about it is that you can use your phone and you can use Alexa and tell it what recipe you're putting in, so it knows whether to do convection or it knows whether to do microwave, time, like all of this stuff. And the first line in the article talks about a couple of months ago, he looked like a giant countertop oven that was also a microwave. And then he saw this and he called Amazon and said, hey, Amazon, why don't you let me review that? So we got it. And then he says this line right here. I wished I'd called friends to help me get it up the stairs to my kitchen because it's ginormous. Like
Friends,
54 pounds.
Like Friends, 50. That's a big old honker. Now, how many of you guys use microwaves to cook things? Like
sometimes.
No, see,
more like reheat.
Reheat. Yeah,
you reheat, and there's a method to it. What you do is you reheat to get the middle texture as good as you want it to get, right? But then the microwave always has an issue. So let's say you're cooking some pizza, right? 30 seconds in the mic, get it good to go. 15 seconds, crust down in a pan on the stove
or toaster oven.
Crisp it up.
I agree with you. I do not like the microwave pizza because it gets rubbery on the crust, and I like my crust. I like my crust to stay strong. A little bit of crisp, like still very, very awesome in the inside.
It should be a delicious breadstick by the time you get to it. It's like your reward for getting to this end of the slice of pizza.
Are we eating pizza after this? I can't remember.
Sounds great.
No. Round table?
I'm pretty sure they're closed. Yeah,
that's closed.
There's one open, but you have to go in and
but you can't do the buffet, Chris. And if you can't do the buffet, why go to round table? That's what I say.
True.
So go to Shakey's.
So this begs the question: do we need smart everything? I don't.
No,
fact, I want to go back to like brick ovens and stuff like that. You can make
take me back to 2008.
Right. Why put smart in an oven?
Fine too.
You don't need smart in an oven, Todd.
No, it's a very dumb thing. Just have a dumb oven, have a dumb microwave.
Yeah.
Just have it push the button.
They had a thing in a building we don't use anymore called a dumb waiter, and maybe we need to go back to it because that is an actual thing that you can use in a kitchen. You can't use a robot that's gonna be like, how much does your chicken weigh? Like, I'm not gonna be like some kind of ripped bodybuilder guy just like holding a random woman at a club being like, she's about 90 pounds. Like, I'm not going to do that, with a chicken.
Why bodybuilder in a club and not like butcher in a store? Oh, I guess no. If you're referring to the Rogan bit, I guess you make a good point.
Thank you.
Yeah. So anyways, why do we need smart everything? Why?
We don't.
I feel like it's a marketing tactic. If you can put smart on something, then people will buy it because like, oh, I need that because it's smart.
You can get smart water.
Exactly.
Smart water.
You know what, Chris? Exactly. We have smart water. It exists. However, I can't use the Alexa app on my phone to make it go into my belly. It doesn't work that way.
Okay, so in 1999, a movie came out on Disney Channel called Smart House. Okay. And this movie was about exactly what it sounds like, a smart house with a lot of the devices that we have nowadays, right?
Okay.
This family enters a contest. They go to the smart house. It's like a single dad that's taking care of them, I'm pretty sure. And then the smart house, they can like do this thing where they can manifest the actual like Alexa voice in a human body and like a hologram. And then she becomes like evil and she starts like taking over their lives.
Shouldn't that be like haunted house?
Twist on the old ghost story. It's actually a tech-made artificial intelligence.
Wait a minute.
Exactly.
Are we eating pizza and writing a feature film later?
Yes.
Okay.
We just planned our socially distant day. So this is an interesting thing. Like you make the comment about the smart house movie. Like I think we've gone a little bit crazy with the smart house, the smart oven, the smart all the things. Now there are things that are great, but like I don't need this microphone to be smart, right? It is something that I use as a tool that doesn't need a brain. Why do we
need a hammer to be smart? Do you need a smart hammer? Because Homer Simpson invented one of those.
No, Homer just needs a smart brain. Period. That's all he needs. Like that's a rat. So I just think we're going a little crazy with this using the smart whatever, and this smart oven is a perfect example of you don't need smart ovens at all. So we have to blame somebody for this. We can't just say, oh, Bezos is the problem, because there's got to be somebody above Bezos that's making this call. So right now, do you think that we've got Kanye to blame, we've got Megxit to blame, we've got Mr. Bean to blame? Those are our three options. Chris, let's start with you this time. Who do you think we need to blame for the smart oven? Who is the blame?
Hands down, Mr. Bean.
Hands down, Mr. Bean. Why do you think Mr. Bean?
Have you ever watched Mr. Bean?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. He could use a few smart appliances. Let me tell you. So I think this was his master plan to solve his problems. He was tired of being made fun of in his show, and he's like, I need something that's going to help me win.
You know what? And, I think that's dead on. I think that's a good call. Are you sure you're
not talking about Pee-wee? Because I think Pee-wee could use a win.
The cool contraptions and stuff. You saw the Great Adventure movie, right? And he had this whole system set up to get his breakfast ready.
Yeah.
But life is very different for Mr. Pee-wee right now.
Well, that's another who's to blame, and Pee-wee might be next week. Actually, I think he probably needs to be, because he's to blame for a lot of stuff. I'm sure.
A lot of things.
I'm sure. All right. So now I guess it's my turn. So who do I think is to blame for the smart oven? I think it is. I think I blame Megxit for the smart oven, and here's the reason why I blame Megxit for the smart oven is because I think Harry and Meghan are looking for a new marketing strategy because they can't use Royal anymore in their marketing. So they're like, hey, if we use smart, what if we just put smart on things that don't need to be smart, and then we say the smart Megxit, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, that makes sense. We can market ourselves as the smart couple, the smart. I think that's reaching, but it's what I think.
I see where you're coming with that, because I feel like smart is really the next step, right? Because if there used to be like, well, this is the royal carpet, you'd be like, oh, that's amazing. We should not go on there with our dirty shoes, or whatever. Now it's like, this is the smart carpet. You know? And you're like, ooh, wow, what can it possibly do? That's awesome.
Well,
it's basically just a red conveyor belt. It takes you from the foyer to the dining room.
Right? And they'd be like, ooh, neat. I don't have to take steps.
Nice.
My wine goblet, splish splash.
That is a smart carpet.
Absolutely. A smart carpet isn't. I think the first smart carpet was in Aladdin with the flying carpet. Like that's a real smart carpet. I'm telling you, I would buy that smart carpet in a
self-driving carpet.
Self-driving carpet. Hey, Tesla. Hey, get on that smart carpet. All right, Jake, up to you. You're the last one. Who is to blame for the smart oven?
Kanye.
Give us why. Well, break it down for us. Why is it the Kanye?
Because Kanye needs one more thing to push him over the edge in this life, and the way that this thing works is like if you're gonna microwave popcorn, right? This oven asks you, how many ounces is your bag of popcorn?
Yes.
Right? Would you imagine Kanye goes to Costco?
Yeah. I don't think Kanye goes to Costco. He'd be like, ha!
Run with me here.
Who's got the popcorn? Ha!
No,
what is it?
He does go to Costco because he needs a lot of it. He needs a lot of everything.
Okay.
So he goes to
buys
Costco,
in bulk.
He gets the Kirkland bag. He uses the Kirkland bag. They're like, how many ounces is in your Kirkland bag? And he's like, 100. And then the microwave just goes, why? Because the microwave maxes out at 90 ounces for popcorn.
Oh, like he breaks it.
It's just stupid stuff. Like you have to know exactly what, like you ask, it's supposed to tell you recipes.
So you have to be smart to use the smart oven, which is impossible for the majority of the population.
Well, maybe we've been reading it all wrong. Maybe it's supposed to make you smart. because it's like unless I learn something.
Because you have to study to make sure that it's just a horrible idea. Amazon, what were you thinking? Get rid of this smart oven.
You literally ask it. You're supposed to ask it for recipes, right? Okay. And the dude says that he was making a chicken. Yeah. He's going to roast a chicken in a microwave.
Who does that?
What are you doing? I don't know. Psychopaths.
No, that
so he decides. So yeah, exactly. So he goes, I'm going to ask it, Alexa, give me a recipe for a roasted chicken. It's like, there are 55 ingredients in this recipe to put in a microwave. Wow.
That's overkill. That's called overkill.
You make bacon in this microwave?
No.
It's like 45 minutes to make bacon.
No, put it in a pan, turn it on, cook it up, and you're baking. Like 5 minutes. That's
this thing is just flashy.
It's a waste.
Like, it's just one of the things you want in your house when
it's a
you
marketing.
Have a sommelier.
Yes.
In your house, and you have a smart oven. That's understandable. But if you don't have a sommelier on staff in your home,
true,
you don't need a smart oven.
Thanks for checking out the Trending Stories Taking Over show. If you like that video, make sure to hit subscribe and the notification bell so you know whenever we have a new video and you're aware of any of the live streams when we do a full show. You can subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, on Spotify, anywhere that you listen to podcasts. Go to TSTOshow.com, check it out, or watch one of these other videos over here. You're gonna like it. I have a feeling you're gonna love it.